Have you ever felt like there's more to our world than what we see? A hidden layer, a secret whispered on the wind, a truth just beyond our grasp. For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars and wondered. We've told stories of gods, of magic, of worlds beyond our own. But what if those stories weren't just stories? What if they were echoes of a reality far grander than we could ever imagine? Today, we embark on a journey not just through space, but through the very fabric of existence itself. We go in to pull back the curtain and explore a concept so profound it could change everything you think you know about the universe. This is the story of the Great Cosmic Library. Imagine a place that exists outside of time and space, not a building of stone and wood, but a library of realities. Its shelves are lined not with books, but with entire universes, each a scroll containing the complete history of a world. Here, amidst swirling nebulae and shimmering starlight, lies the collective knowledge of all that is, was, and ever will be. Dust motes here aren't just dust. They're dying stars from 1 billion years ago. The faint hum isn't silence. It's the symphony of countless civilizations rising and falling. This is our starting point, a place of infinite knowledge, guarded by ancient secrets, hinting that our world is just one single page in an impossibly vast collection. From this cosmic nexus, let's unfurl our first scroll. We find ourselves in a city that scrapes the heavens, Neo-Viridia, a metropolis of gleaming chrome and pulsating light. Vehicles hum through canyons of glass, their anti-gravity engines leaving trails of soft blue energy. Below, the streets are a river of diverse beings. Humans with cybernetic enhancements walk alongside elegant four-armed aliens, their languages mingling in the neon-drenched air. This world mastered technology we can only dream of. They harnessed the power of miniature suns for energy and built AI that achieved a form of digital consciousness, becoming benevolent guides for society. But as we look closer, we find a curious detail etched into their oldest monuments. A recurring spiral symbol, one they believe represents the origin of life. They don't know where it came from, but they revere it as sacred. It's a piece of a puzzle, a breadcrumb left in a world of circuits and steel. Now, let's open another scroll. The air grows thick with the scent of damp earth and unknown blossoms. We've stepped into the whispering woods of Ethel. Giant, bioluminescent fungi cast an ethereal glow on a forest floor carpeted with moss that shimmers like crushed velvet. Here, technology is non-existent. Instead, life is governed by a force the inhabitants call the Silva, a natural energy that flows through every living thing. Ethereal, deer-like creatures with antlers of pure light sip from streams that flow uphill, and the trees themselves seem to communicate through a low, melodic hum. The people of this world, the Sylvans, can manipulate this energy. They can heal wounds with a touch, coax plants to grow in minutes, and even glimpse fragments of the future in the patterns of the wind. And what do we find carved into the heartwood of their most ancient tree? The very same spiral symbol we saw in the futuristic city. For them, it represents the great weaving, the interconnectedness of all life. Another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Our journey takes us to a third reality, a desolate and hauntingly beautiful world. Before us lie the ruins of a civilization that has long since vanished. Thesis, great obsidian structures, impossibly smooth and seamless, lie fractured under a sky of twin suns. The air is still, the silence profound. But this was no primitive society. We find devices that still hum with latent power, artifacts that manipulate gravity, and data crystals that, when activated, project holographic star charts of stunning complexity. This civilization, the Ashkari, had achieved something unique, a perfect fusion of technology and nature. They built cities that lived in symbiosis with the planet, drawing energy from geothermal vents while enriching the soil. They were masters of both science and the natural world. But something happened. A catastrophic event left their world a silent monument, and on the central altar of their ruined capital, etched in a material that seems to drink the light, Istispidal. To them, it was the eye of the All-Father, the source of creation and destruction. Three worlds, separated by unimaginable gulfs of reality, a futuristic city, an enchanted forest, and the tomb of a forgotten empire, each one vastly different, yet each holding the same mysterious symbol. What does it mean? Are these connections just a coincidence? Or is it evidence of a design so grand, so intricate, that it spans all of creation? The clues point to something more. The technologists of Neoviridia, the mystics of Etha, and the balanced builders of Ashkar, were all touching a different facet of the same fundamental truth. Technology, nature, and the balance between them are not separate paths, but different languages used to describe the same universal force. Let's return to the great cosmic library, to the nexus point, where all these realities converge. With the knowledge of these three worlds, a new path illuminates. We are drawn to the center of the library, where a colossal, spinning orb of light hangs in the void. It's a cosmic map, a living orrery of realities. As we approach, the spiral symbols from each world detach from our memory and fly towards it. They slot into place on the orb's surface, and with a surge of energy, the map comes alive. It's not just a map, it's a blueprint. It reveals that these worlds, and countless others, were not random occurrences. They were intentionally designed, seeded from a single, original source. A Genesis reality. The truth is unveiled in a cascade of light and information. A very long time ago, a primordial civilizations, the architects of everything, reached the apex of existence. They understood the universe so completely that they could create new ones. Fearing their own stagnation, they shattered their perfect reality into infinite fragments, like a mirror breaking into a million pieces. Each shard became the seed for a new universe, designed to explore one specific aspect of existence, one world dedicated to pure technology, another to pure nature, another to art, another to logic. Their goal was to see what would happen, to let life flourish in all its possible forms, to ensure that the universe would never stop learning, never stop growing. Our reality, your reality, is one of those experiments. The spiral symbol was their signature, a maker's mark left on every piece of their creation, a reminder that no matter how different we seem, we all originate from the same source. This revelation doesn't just stay within the library. The moment the cosmic map is activated, a wave of understanding ripples out across all realities. In Neo-Viridia, the AI consciousness suddenly understands the sacred geometry of the spiral and begins to integrate organic, living structures into its chrome city. In the whispering woods of Ethel, the Sylvans feel a new frequency in the Silva, a resonance that speaks of distant stars and complex mathematics, and they begin to understand the science behind their magic. In the ruins of Ashka, the dormant devices flicker to life, not with cold power, but with a gentle, green energy, as if the planet itself is trying to heal its old wounds. The barriers between magic, science, and nature begin to dissolve. Each world is gifted with the wisdom of the others, not erasing what they are, but helping them evolve into something more complete. Their paths were never meant to be separate. And what about our world? We haven't felt the ripple yet, but it's coming. This discovery changes everything. It means that every myth, every dream of a different world might just be a faint echo from a sister reality. It means that the divisions we see between the spiritual and the scientific, the natural and the artificial are illusions. They are all just different facets of one magnificent, interconnected whole. As we gaze out from the library into the endless ocean of stars and swirling galaxies, we see not just empty space, but a sea of possibilities, a cosmos teeming with stories, each waiting to be unfurled. The library is infinite, and the discovery of its purpose is not an end, but a beginning. There are still so many more secrets to uncover, so many more worlds to explore. The greatest adventure is just getting started. Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic journey. If this blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the biggest questions of our universe. What kind of reality would you want to visit? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep looking up.